Hello again, everyone. As usual, I am Buff Bud, and today we're back with another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, before we get started, I'm not sure if this is part of the game or if I just glitched it out or something, but I actually just loaded up the game just before. That was weird. Did you guys hear that? Sound like one of these, but over here somewhere. Wait. Okay, weird. I'm like skipping the music somehow. Okay, anyway, so I loaded up the game, and things got weird. Like, there's like a box, like, back behind the girls, right here, with like a reversed image of the title screen here, and I don't even know how to describe it. It was so weird. I'm pretty sure it was just a glitch, but whatever. Anyway, so last episode, Sayori ended up asking us, hey, if Yuri asked you to walk with her, to walk home with her, would you do it? And we told her, oh no, we'd still walk with you. Blah blah blah, the usual, mushy, lovey-dovey crud. And back at school in the club the next day, she was all pouty and she didn't even share her poem, and I'm kind of worried about her, so hopefully we find out what's going on. But anyway, we did leave off here where we had to finish up Yuri and Monica's poems, so let's do that. Well done, Buff Bud. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Buff Bud? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself? In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions. As always, I believe that's most important. What's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Oh, Yuri. What? What? What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. Didn't Natsuki write something about the beach? Whatever, anyway. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. Come on, there we go. Let's see. Blah blah blah. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Alrighty. Um, I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. Okay, I see. Okay, gotcha. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. And now for Monika. Are we gonna talk to her about Sayori? Hi, Buff Bud. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, wow, I don't know why I struggled so much. I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ah. Anyway, I didn't even read that. Whatever. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Ah. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time with her lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me about about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah. Did she tell you something? Well, Buff Bud, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? What? No! Of course not! I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Why would she bring that up? If something bad happened to her. So, last episode, Monika talked about how, Sayori's mainly only, happy, silly, and all that whenever she's around me. Is she, basically emo around them? And she just, I don't know. I'm really worried about her, though. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since he joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady... Oh, okay. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Listen to the music. How did I not notice that? That's piano. Like what she's been practicing. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, that just hit me. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. I think that's twilight. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather. The G is cut off there. Okay. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. With a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Well, you know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Oh, I get it. Because this is a two-dimensional game. uh, anyway, for once it was us that make the fourth wall break instead of her. Uh-oh, I might have spoken too soon. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because... wow, I cannot speak. Are you ever too shy to share your... I cannot say share. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? It must just be you. Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. A stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Why did I say that so weirdly? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Cupcakes! But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me out with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, you're not. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Uh, that may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. You're Okay, whatever. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Buff Bud, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri here have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. Oh, no! No, they're making me choose another thing! Oh, man. You can always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the whole weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle the baking on your own. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Yuri's trying to get me for herself. Buff Bud may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he should be more suited with assisting with the decorations. They're gonna fight over me again. Where's Sayori when we need her? Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're making excuses for Buff Bud to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys! Let's just settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Buff Bud to decide how he'd like to contribute. Oh, no. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? Oh, boy. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Oh, my God. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah, Buff Bud, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. Oh, no. Okay. So, by the sound of it, Sayori really likes us. And I'm not sure if she likes us liking her. Because I don't know, we've been trying to spend more and more time with her lately, and she's been acting weirder and weirder. So I don't know if we want to spend time with her because, you know, I don't know, but at the same time I want to spend more time with her to make sure that she's okay, because I don't want her to have problems. Then again, all the other girls want me to be with them, so oh, you know what? I'm saving in an empty slot. I'll save right... See, I actually had this thought a while back about going through the game off-camera entirely on my own, and every time I have to make a decision or, like, do a poetry writing, then I would save the game at that point. That way I would have, like, a perfect branch-off point, I guess. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, you know what? I think I will actually do that at some point, but whatever. History. Oh. Okay, weird. Okay, weird. Okay, return. I'm gonna try Sayori. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate it? Aw, no! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Come on, really? Just think of the club, okay? Is Sayori not part of the club? Come on. My god. Okay, so anyway, I've been saying this all along. If it wasn't Sayori, it was gonna be Yuri. So, I'll choose her. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No! I was just saying... So you'll be helping Yuri then, Buff Bud? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. In fact, actually, that's a good point, because Natsuki can totally make all the cupcakes on her own. I know she can. Monica, she already has Sayori helping her. And Yuri, I don't know, it feels like she kind of needs a little bit of a confidence boost. So, I think I'll help her. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. I would be fine. Okay, okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. Yeah. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Buff Bud? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me! What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Buff Bud picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. But when she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up may be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Oh. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. All right, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, she wants my number. She wants those digits. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one to go to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. True dat, brother. Don't underestimate yourself, Buff Bud. I think that will make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. I mean, that was a little part of it, but not the main part. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose you to help because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to help. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. Oh boy. I can't believe this! Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? Oh no. Are we walking together? Oh no, Sayuri's gonna see us walking together and be like, "You said that you'd walk home with me, not Yuri!" Oh no. Uh-oh. Besides, like Monica said, this is all about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Oh no. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No. Oh, okay, good. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we would have done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Buff Bud. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time, it has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Are you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Buff. That's no good, Buff Bud. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, is it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. What? I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Buff Bud. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Buff Bud? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Oh my god. What? Oh my god, this is exactly what I was talking about. Oh my god, what reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Oh my god. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time? Kept this from the entire... whatever. That I've known her. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Buff Bud. Why would you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly to make friends with everyone else. Wanted you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you to stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Buff Bud. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. You're not a horrible person. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. No, you don't. You don't deserve any of this. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Buff Bud, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Buff Bud, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Buff Bud, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you, If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Buff Bud. The only time I'm not feeling when I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it, how would you like for me to spend it all with you? Um, uh, it's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. but it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Uh, it's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh my god. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayuri's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I shouldn't just focus on what's ahead of me. Oh my god. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Uh, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so this is probably a somewhat decent time to cut it. We're going over on time for this episode, but oh my god. That is heavy stuff. Wow. Oh my god. Now I'm even more worried about her. I really hope she doesn't do anything drastic. Oh my god. But anyway, that is going to have to be it for this episode then. If you guys did enjoy, then please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one where hopefully everything works out a little better. I don't know, for everyone, I guess. Mainly Sayori, because I'm really worried about her, but whatever. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and have yourselves a great day then. And goodbye.